Hi everyone, welcome to your first real lesson of the quarter, week 2. Our reading is going to be on culture, the topic of culture this week, because this is an arts and culture course. So of course we need to establish what is culture, and following that, next week we're going to establish what is art. And hopefully I can have a video for what is art as well. But I just wanted to make a quick video to accompany your reading for this week, what is culture, because it's a bit of a longer reading, and I hope that this can help you navigate that reading. The first thing I want to say is where you can locate the reading. It is going to be in the Files tab on Canvas. So you've got that menu on the side that says like syllabus, grades, and all of that. It says Files. Click on that and go to the folder entitled Reading Week 2. It's going to be a PDF called Culture. So click on that, you get to the reading, and that's basically it. But I also want to make a couple of things clear about the reading. First of all, the reading is from an anthropology textbook. I know that you guys are in a humanities class, and humanities is not quite anthropology, but they're very similar overlapping fields, because both cultural anthropology and humanities deal with the nature of being human. Right? And that's essentially what we're studying here in this class is art as part of humanity, art as part of human philosophy, art as part of human culture. So for that reason, I assigned this reading from cultural anthropology because it's very relevant. But I wanted to mention that because as you're going through the chapter, you're going to see that it explicitly mentions anthropology this and anthropology that, and you might be like, why am I reading something from anthropology? So I just wanted to make clear why you're reading something from cultural anthropology. It's because it is an overlapping field with the humanities. Next week's reading on art is going to be also from the same book on anthropology, which explains human creativity in art. So I just wanted to get that little bit of clarification out of the way. Now, as you're reading this reading, as I mentioned, it's a little bit long. It's 20 plus pages. What I really want you to pay attention to is the introduction of the reading and any main ideas. It does a very good job of putting main ideas under subheadings and in bold. So pay attention to those concepts. There's also one section in the reading that deals with a lot of theorists and philosophers. You can skim that part. I don't require you to read about all of these old philosophers that have theories on reading. It's on culture, sorry. It's definitely very useful if you read it, but for the purposes of this course, I would say as long as you can just focus on the introduction, conclusion, and some of the other main ideas within the chapter, that would be good. What are some of the main ideas you should look for? Look for the concept of culture, of course. Look for ideas about norms, values. One really important concept that I want you to pay attention to in that chapter is something called mental maps of reality. So please learn about that. Ethnocentrism and cultural relativism are two other really important concepts I want you to get out of that chapter. Power. Finally, power is one that is definitely a crucial concept that you should be paying attention to, as well as symbols. So those are just a few of the concepts that I've mentioned that I really want you to have a good grasp of once you're done reading this chapter. And as for the really long section on the theorists, like historical particularism and that type of stuff, you can skim it. I encourage you to read it, but it is not required. What I really want you to do, again, is read the introduction of the chapter. Pay attention to some of the key concepts which are listed in bold and some of which I just mentioned. And I think that should give you a good foundation for what's coming in the rest of the quarter. Okay, I hope this helps, and as always, if you have any questions, just shoot me an inbox message or an email, and I'll be happy to help however I can. All right, happy reading.